Hi, this is Patrick with River Ridge Church, and I want to thank you for watching our 5-minute recap from our sermon on Sunday. Everybody carries nowadays a smartphone, and equipped on each smartphone is one of these tiny little lights, and it's gotten me out of jams several times as early as yesterday. I was trying to change the oil in my daughter's car. I was up underneath trying to see what I was trying to do. It's interesting to know that the very first thing that God created was light. And in Genesis 1 it says this: "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light." In Genesis 1, we read about God creating light in the form of the sun. We're only 3 verses deep into the Bible, and we see that God wanted to create a world full of light so that we would be reminded of the one who created the light. God revealed himself through creation, and we see in the Bible, in the Old Testament, that light represents 2 things: the presence of God and salvation. And continuing on from last week, we see that when you are the light, Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount, you are the light of the world, meaning that we allow the light of Jesus to shine through us in tangible ways so as to point people to faith in Jesus Christ. And Jesus said this: "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." You are the light of the world, Jesus said. We have to understand, where does this light come from? What is the origin? We see in the Old Testament that God creates light, so he's the origin. And then secondly, 2,000 years ago, God came in the form of the Son, Jesus, and became God incarnate. And Jesus said this: "While I am in the world, I am the light of the world." And then Jesus comes and says to people, to us now, you are the light of the world. Now, when I was growing up, I went to private Christian school, and they used to sing this song, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine." They used to sing it over and over again, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine." The second verse was, "Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm going to let it shine." So it was a bit of they tried to trick you into sharing your faith all the time, or make you feel bad if you didn't share your faith all the time. But that's not what he's talking about. In verse 14, it says this: "You are a light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house." What does it mean, a town built on a hill? What that means is that your light in this dark world will shine brightly. It will be obvious if you allow Christ to live through you. Light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Basically, don't waste the light that God has given you. It's never meant to keep it to yourself. Instead, put it on a stand. What it means is that you have a platform whereby you can share Jesus and allow Jesus to shine through you. That platform is your good deeds. Look at verse 16. "In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." When we allow the light of Jesus to shine through us, it causes us to say and do things that we wouldn't otherwise do. Last night, we took a late-night trip to Walmart to get some TVs, and there was just a couple left on the shelves. And I asked the guy there, "Hey, are these the only ones left?" He said, "Yeah, I'm very sorry." We just began to talk with them and just kind of hang out with them a little bit. And when we turned to the counter to get ready to go, he took off just a second and said, "You know what? I want to thank you for being nice, because everyone else tonight has just been really mean to me. And I just want to thank you." So when you allow the light to shine through you, we're nice to people we wouldn't otherwise be. Now, we're living in a very dark time in our nation's history, and the world needs the light of Jesus more than ever, and you and I make up that light. I want to encourage you to allow Jesus, the light of Jesus, to live through you all the time in everyday situations as you go about work and school and play. Just allow God to naturally work through you, and others will see that light. I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day.